Warning: the following free educational presentation is only for men who want to gain at least 10 pounds of lean muscle and get ripped quickly, safely, and naturally.
Hey, it's Kyle Leon here, and today I have somewhat of a weird tip to share with you that has literally helped hundreds of thousands of skinny, soft, and out-of-shape guys pack on ripped, shredded muscle fast while torching lower abdominal fat at the same time. Start using this tip today, and you can literally expect to pack on slabs of lean muscle and get ridiculously ripped within just a few short weeks without taking any supplements, drugs, or even spending a single extra minute in the gym. Now, I understand that may sound far-fetched to you, like it might have at first, to all of the guys you'll see in this video that have used this very tip to get crazy ripped, but I promise you'll see why it's not far-fetched at all. As a matter of fact, to date, over 150,000 guys in over 176 different countries around the world have used this one unique tip you're going to see to build lean muscle and get ripped up in record time. Plus, you'll also see the 3 biggest training mistakes you must avoid if you want any chance of achieving noticeable lean muscle growth. If you're looking the same week after week without the noticeable results you desire, despite your hard work in the gym, I guarantee you're unknowingly making at least one of these 3 mistakes. Simply avoid these mistakes you're going to see, and you'll be absolutely amazed how quickly you start gaining lean muscle. Just make sure you watch this short presentation until the end now, because it will not be free or available online for long. Listen, I understand you may think you've heard or tried it all when it comes to building muscle and getting ripped, but I promise you've never seen anything like this before. So just keep watching. First, you may be wondering who the heck I am and why you should listen to me. Well, let me start out with who I wasn't just a few years ago. I definitely wasn't the creator of the #1 selling muscle building system on the planet, nor was I an international fitness author, or even a guy that could wear a tank top without being teased about his spaghetti arms for that matter. As a matter of fact, you see this skinny weakling over here? Yeah, that's who I was. I couldn't put an ounce of muscle on for the life of me. As you can imagine, looking like this, I was very self-conscious of my body, and especially my arms. Maybe you know what that feels like to be self-conscious or embarrassed at the kind of shape you're in. Not a fun feeling. Looking back now, I realized just how low my self-confidence level was and how it was damaging every aspect of my life and my relationships. And despite all of my time and effort, the worst part was that nothing even came close to working. And I mean nothing. And after trying every single weight training routine, mass gaining diet, and muscle building supplement there was without any noticeable results, I finally just started believing having a muscular physique just wasn't in the cards for me. I was convinced my genetics just weren't going to allow it. Maybe you know what that feels like. Well, if so, just stay with me for a minute. You see, during my second year of university, I met a successful big-name fitness model in the industry at the time who was visiting my college roommate that he grew up with. When this guy walked by, the girls' heads turned with attraction and the guys' heads turned with envy. I remember we all went out to the bar's first night in town, and girls were like bees to honey to this guy. He had his choice of any girl in that place, and I distinctly remember I would have given almost anything to be in his shoes. Before we all hit the gym the second day, I asked him what supplements he takes because what I was taking obviously wasn't working. He laughed and said, "None, man." I thought he was joking. He pointed to his body and he said, "No, it's all in the diet." Okay, well, how important is diet compared to training then? He said, just look at it like this for a second. If you hit the gym often and consistently, you might work out, say, 5 hours per week. Now, 5 hours in the gym per week, every week, is a lot, by the way. That's right up there with the amount of time some pro bodybuilders and fitness models put in. Now, do the math. That's a total of just 3% of your week that you spend in the gym. And then he went on to explain to me that since 97% of your time is spent outside of the gym, it's in this 97% of the time that your muscles need the right nutrients at the right time to fuel growth and recovery. After this conversation, my mentality would shift forever. During the next 4 days, I wanted to learn everything I could from him about his nutrition. I basically harassed the guy until he finally just said, "Here's the name and number of my nutritionist." Learning from him is a big investment, but it will be the best one you ever make if you're serious about getting ripped. He only works with a few of the top fitness guys and some high-profile athletes and actors, but I'll let him know you're calling and he'll take care of you. Wow, I made the call and the investment and I have never looked back since. In just over 8 weeks, I was able to pack on 21 pounds of pure lean muscle without fat, which led to landing fitness work, a supplement sponsorship, and ultimately a new life I never imagined possible. I was so inspired by how fast my results came using a few of his nutrition tricks that I made the study of nutrition my obsession for the next decade. And the study of bodybuilding nutrition changed my life. And that's why I'm sharing this information with you today. I know the information we're about to get into will give you the very same opportunity to change yours. Now listen closely to what I've discovered to be the 3 biggest nutrition mistakes you must avoid if you want to gain ripped muscle. I have to warn you, what you're about to learn may contradict everything you thought you knew about bodybuilding nutrition, especially the 3rd mistake you're about to see. Mistake number 1, the I eat healthy approach. First of all, there are 2 specific times every single day